Tucker tries to vanquish Varina on the baseball diamond as the Tigers seek their first victory of the young season. Welcome to SportsWire. I'm Will Catterley. There's nothing quite like the warmth and sunshine that is spring baseball. The beautiful weather, married to the ping of aluminum bats, creating perfect bliss all underneath a serene sunset. Yeah, not really. Not when it's in the 30s and everyone is running for hand warmers. Fortunately for Tucker, their bats and pitching generated enough heat at home against Varina. So let's head to Tucker High School taking on Varina. Guys bundled up. It was a cold day, but this guy on the mound had it going early and often. Tractor Trailer Duval gets a strikeout there early in the first. Later, same inning, the heater to warm things up. Strike him out, sit him down, ends the threat in the top of the first. Bottom one, Tucker's bats get going. That is a line drive base hit to left center field, and number 6, Tyler Dillon, gets things going. They were running the base paths well, too. Dillon stole second base, which set it up for this. Helping his own cause, Tractor Trailer Duval. RBI single, and he plates Tyler Dillon. Tucker would have a 1-0 advantage. Tigers still looking for more. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Varina gets out of trouble as Charlie Hutchinson, he does the honors. Speaking of honors, this guy on fire all evening long. Trailer Duval strike him out swinging, and then another one. This one catches Hutchinson looking pretty good for the Tigers in the circle. Meanwhile, Hutchinson dealing himself, gets a strikeout there. We go back to the third now. Gets out of trouble with a runner in scoring position, does Duval. Tigers liking what they're seeing. And then the bats would get back going in the bottom half of the third. Base hit, start things off for Tyler Dillon, and alert base running as the infield could not deal with that ball brought back into play, so he takes second base. Would lead to this. Wild pitch, getting the third, now he's scoring. 2-0 Tucker at that point. They weren't done in the inning either. That ball gets away. The inside pitch causing problems with the pitcher and the catcher as number 5, Joey Zanetti, crosses home plate. Tigers now up 3. Hutchison looking for some help. That ball is hit deep to left center. He got a lot of it. Tyler Lacey hits a laser in the center. And look at him lumber in a picture-perfect slide into third. It's an RBI triple for Lacey, and the Tucker Tigers build on their advantage. A 3-spot in the third, 4-0. Now, Varina going to get things going themselves. 2 men aboard. That base hit to left puts a bevy of Blue Devils on the base paths. First, second, and third. Bases loaded. Nobody out now. What would happen? Well, it would lead to this. Fly ball, center. That's going to score a run, right? RBI sac fly, run comes across. Sure, but they got the runner heading from second to third, so it's a double play. And guess what? Bases loaded, nobody out. Tigers going to get out of trouble with only allowing 1 run. That would be paramount. Tucker escapes, and they still have the lead, 4-1. The offense was not finished either. Later, that's a base hit. You got 2 runners on after Alex Hagerich knocks that one, and then inside. That's going to lead to more trouble for the Blue Devils as the Tigers would take advantage of all their base runners. That's a wild pitch, WP. Runner comes across to score, and Tucker would have a 6-1 lead at that point. They would go on to beat Varina. 11-3 is your fun. Many wondered over the summer just how different football would look on the new synthetic fields at Freeman, Hermitage, and Varina. Would the players be even faster? Would strategies change based on always excellent field conditions? But perhaps we missed one sport that can be played at a whole different level on these new surfaces. How about soccer? Take the Lady Freeman Rebels, where an already dominant Lauren Bruns returns to a friendly field where goals can be scored in bunches. And the Freeman Lady Rebels taking on Lee Davis, and there she is. Woman of the hour is Lauren Bruns. A chance already up 1-0. Oh, the cross just goes wide, just off target. She had Ava Lohman with a chance. Speaking of chances, Freeman's chances were abundant. That one just goes wide. Still first half, still a 1-0 lead. Shot fired on net. Somehow the keeper corrals that one, and it stays 1-0. But it wouldn't stay that way for long. And remember, I'm talking about the field and the speed of Bruns. They match up pretty well. Don't they? Take a look. Fires, finds the back of the net. Really, really easy for Bruns, or at least she makes it look that way. 2-0 Freeman at that point. More Rebels. Still first half. Another shot, another chance. Bruns wide open. She's so fast, she's called for being offside. So Rebels could have had another one there. Instead, they're going to have to continue to fight. Here comes a chance. Catherine Panadio hits it wide. What a shot for Panati and a chance. 2-0 at the half. Players switch sides. Second half, more Douglas Freeman. All you got to do is this. Get the long ball out in space to Lauren Bruns, and she'll make you pay. Bloop. She shoots, she scores. Bruns starting off 2019 like she has her whole career, with scoring bunches and bunches of goals. 3-0 Freeman at this point. More Rebels. This time, 1-all Bruns, although she's got a chance here. Nice stop by the keeper, but check it out. Freeman's going to stick with this play, and Samantha Fee, number 24, from 25 yards out. Oh, what a glorious boot. She knocks it home. Goal! Samantha Fee, and Lee Davis pays the price. 4-0 Freeman at that point. More Rebels. Still second half. More Bruns. You can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her. They couldn't contain her. Bruns, 5 goals on the evening. It was all Freeman all night long. And how about getting one more into the scoring column? Number 9, she shoots, she scores. Ashley Hemp connects, and Freeman was connecting all night long. Lady Rebels get the victory. Final score, Freeman 8, Lee Davis 1. We hit the courts when we come back for a little ladies tennis. The defending state champions Deep Run are on the road at Glen Allen. Plus, the Freeman guys look for a home win against Lee Davis. Highlights are straight ahead.
Now for another 2-minute history report.
We all know about the blockbuster, World War II, the famous attacks, the military heroes. But what do you know about the prequel, the First World War? At the time, they didn't call it World War I. No one ever imagined there'd be another. It was known as the Great War, or the War to End All Wars. In the early 20th century, Europe had a bit of a different look. There were the Fab Four empires, ruled by monarchs who maintained a delicate balance of power. Then, in the summer of 1914, a group of assassins attempted to blow up Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand while he was touring Bosnia. The attempt failed, but later in the day, an assassin's bullet prevailed. In retaliation, the Austro-Hungarian Empire declared war on Serbia. Russia immediately came to Serbia's support, which motivated Germany to declare war on Russia. Before long, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Great Britain were involved.
Jolly good.
Everyone polarized into 2 groups, the Allied powers and the Central powers. New technologies dominated this world conflict. Tanks, machine guns, and airplanes changed the way armies battled. Trenches and tunnels became the new strategy, although that led to soggy problems. The British and German navies dominated the seas. Then in May of 1915, Germany sank the Lusitania, killing 128 Americans. President Woodrow Wilson demanded Germany change their tactics.
I demand it.
Germany appeared to comply, but later offered to finance Mexico in a war against the U.S., so the United States joined the war.
Oops.
A year later, on August 8th, the Allied forces began the 100 Days Offensive. This series of assaults forced the German forces back and eventually led to the war's conclusion. On the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month, a ceasefire went into effect. Then came the Treaty of Versailles and the formation of the League of Nations. This war changed the landscape of Europe. Monarchs were out, the 4 great empires were gone, and new countries emerged. So here it is in a nutshell. Europe used to be led by the Big Four, until a bullet made Franz no more. Conflicts arose, triggering numerous hawks. Success meant machine guns, tanks, and dry socks. The ceasefire became a celebrated day. although the next war was just a few years away.
That was World War I in 2 minutes.
This can't be happening.
This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig.
Welcome back to Sportswire. Let's go up tempo. We start with baseball, where Glen Allen got their season off to a great start after a 13-2 win over Henrico. The Jags opened it up after a 10-run second inning. Jack Dunlap was 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, while Donovan Riddick added 2 more RBIs in the victory. To ladies soccer, where Deep Run stayed unbeaten after a 2-0 win over James River. Kaylin Coetzee and Natalie Nedemeyer each scored against the Rapids, while Hannah McLaughlin tallied 7 saves in net. The Godwin guys soccer team handled their business in a 3-0 victory over Atlee. Chris Ondua, Jin Kim, and Otto Paws all found the back of the net to lead the Eagles. Former Freeman boys basketball head coach Larry Parpet will be inducted into the school's Hall of Fame this May. Parpet coached for 40 years, amassing 536 career wins, including back-to-back Central Region titles in 1995 and 96. Well, when football is back in season, Highland Springs will be on the drive for 5 straight state titles. And to get there, all the Springers games will be played on the road or at neutral locations. Highland Springs will be in the midst of getting a new field as the season goes along. Tennis, anyone? It's the defending state champion, Deep Run Wildcats. Yeah, wave, hey, to the camera. We go to the number ones. Taking on Glen Allen at Glen Allen in the far court, Audrey Butterworth. For Deep Run, taking on Kayla Concepcion of Glen Allen. The 2 number ones doing battle. Nice little rally right here. And a little bit too much power on that shot for Concepcion to deal with. Point Butterworth. Later, Butterworth on the serve. And she's going to fire that one down the line for the winner. Switching sides now. Butterworth again on the serve, and it was working wonders all day long. Concepcion cannot handle it. Way too much Audrey Butterworth. Although, Kayla Concepcion gets a point there. That shot hit too far, but coming right in your living room. Butterworth, can you get the ball? Yeah, there we go. Butterworth, way too much. She wins 8-zip for the number ones. Let's move to the number twos. Deep Run was deep last year. They are deep again. And in this case, in the front court, very powerful Brooke Knatzer getting the point, taking on Isabella Jensen. Jensen on the serve. Knatzer coming at her. She would use the lob a lot against Knatzer. And it was a pretty good strategy overall. It's just trying to wait her out. It would work in that scenario as Jensen gets the point. You know, you make the point longer to earn, and you're going to win some of them. But Knatzer was overall the better player on this day. The lob again. This time, Brooke, little top spin on it. Lob again. Knatzer has to back up for that one, but she can play the lob game as well. And then Brooke down the line, that is in. She gets a winner. Brooke again on the serve. And making her opponent run. That is the name of the game. That shot too wide. Knatzer defeats Jensen 8-1. Let's go to the number threes, where Anijah Burgo for Glen Allen getting the point off the serve. Taking on Jessica Wen in the far court for Deep Run. And Wen, well, how about now for getting a point? Jessica down the line, got it. That shot or return is wide and out. Point Jessica Wen. This would be a very good matchup, though, at number 3. Switching sides now. Wen in the front court. And a chance for Burgo. And she gets the point as that one goes into the net. Wen again on the serve. Burgo. The return, a powerful one at that, but down the line, Wen gets the winner. She defeats Burgo 8-5. As once again, Wen on the serve. And I said deep run, very deep, but Glen Allen has to be pleased at number 3. They have a emerging, very good player at the 3 spot in Anijah Burgo. Let's go to the number 4, shall we? Glen Allen in the front court. Darby Atwell playing well against deep runs. Catherine Shen. Point Catherine. Shen again in the far court. That one just down the line and setting it up for this. The kill shot, she gets the point. Wen. And a deep run. And now Shen and deep run. Taking care of business. This shot, little extra slice on it. Yeah, she's going to get the winner. Deep run takes care of business. 8-1. Wildcats get the victory. Back to the pitch we go. Freeman and Lee Davis. You remember how quickly the ladies were playing on this new surface against the Lee Davis Confederates. Well, Freeman was fast and furious on the guys' side as well. This shot, nice save by the keeper for Lee Davis. First half action, no score. That's going to change, though. Rebels applying plenty of pressure. They're going to get there. And then the cross gets deflected, but it's not out of harm's way yet. What a boot! Firing, fighting the back of the net. Number 22, Amir Ramazarid for the goal. And Freeman with a 1-0 lead. Still first half action. You know what? Lee Davis has some moments of their own. They're going to come back. Check out number 18. Making moves, and then a pretty, oh so pretty finish. He shoots, he scores. Less than 5 minutes into the match, we're all tied up at 1. Well, within 10 minutes of the match, we're all tied up at 1. Just a few moments later, though. Rebels right back at it. What a pass! And an easy squeezy lemon peasy finish. It's Tate Williams. He shoots, he scores. And Freeman reclaims the lead. Exciting brand of soccer on this new turf. I'm telling you, 2-1. Freeman, a chance to make it 3-1 off the corner. Good-looking ball on a windy night. Finds the foot of number 10, Wasim Abdallah. And he does it with the goal. Rebels now with a commanding 2-goal advantage, up 3-1. And guess what? They were not finished. Still first half action. You have not seen the last of that. What a header off the post. Finishes it himself. Wasim Abdallah, not the last of Abdallah. He shoots, he scores. Couple for Abdallah on the night. 4-1 Freeman. And why not just a little more action? First half, same score, about to be different. Sharing the ball so well. This Rebel team looks like they've got a lot of different players that can score. That one's going to find the back of the net as well. He shoots. He scores! And Freeman goes on to take care of Lee Davis, same way the women did. 8-1 is your fun. It's a West End rivalry to start off the lacrosse season. Freeman heads to Mills Godwin, looking for a road win. That and more coming up.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Godwin on the road. Guys lacrosse taking on a really good Freeman side. Freeman always very strong in lacrosse. They are again this season. Trust me, nice save in net. Easton Chucker as the goalie, and he made some big saves. That one off the post. Godwin with some early chances. Rebels say no, and then check it out. The extra pass that always pays dividends. He shoots, he scores. Del Vadunas, it's 2-0. Douglas Freeman at that point. More Rebels with a cause. They'd go on a run here. Firing, finding the back of the net, number 42, Ford Burke drives it home. And the Rebels had a 3-0 lead, still not finished. Passing it around and then goes low to the right. He shoots, he scores. Del Vadunas again, it's 4-0. Second quarter switching sides now. More Rebels from way out. He fires, finds the back of the net. He shoots, he scores. Thomas Laughlin, the junior, puts it in. And Rebels up a lot to a little. How about some more? Burke driving it home again. He shoots, he scores. He was a star in this one. More Rebels. Here they come, not finished. Get out of the way. You can't hope to contain them. Number 3, Blake Moore, and there's more where that came from. Rebels pitching a shutout so far here in the second quarter. More Freeman. Oh, the okey doke. Oh, my. That is good for the goal. Caleb Jacoby. Godwin trying to get on the comeback trail. And that one will find the back of the net. He shoots, he scores. Brent Blackman, the defender, finally gets Godwin on the scoreboard, but it was too much. Freeman with the quick response, number 5. Pace. Thornville, it's 9-1 at the half. Let's go third quarter. More Rebs going low. What a shot. He shoots, he scores. Trevor Elliott doing the honors this time. And then one more from Blake Moore. All Rebs all evening long. He finds the back of the net as well. Godwin, much to their credit, would not go away. Eagles would make a late push here, as that is a goal for Godwin. The Eagles soaring to come back, but it was a little, or too little, too late I should say. Rebels get the victory, 16-7 is your final. Back to baseball now. Let's go to Henrico taking on the Meadowbrook Monarchs. Strike him out, sit him down. Henrico trying to bat. Meanwhile, they got their man on the mound, Prashana Sathayasilar. Boy, I probably butchered that. Sorry, Prashana, if I did. But you can always send me an email to the address you'll see coming up. Gets a strikeout there after these highlights. And let me know how to really get it correctly done. Check out Meadowbrook's catcher. Oh, my, what a play. You know, they lost opening day against Hermitage. Panthers got a nice 6-1 pounding. But they've been playing better ever since. Got a win over Varina. Now looking for one against Henrico. And running the base paths was paramount for the Monarchs' success. Runner on second would lead to this. Hit it the other way. That dog will hunt. It's a base hit. And the batter's going to get all the way to second base on that because Henrico was going towards home plate. That's why they held the runner up at third. 2 runners in scoring position for this. Swung on. Hit to short. The throw to first. They get the out, but it goes as an RBI ground out. Meadowbrook Monarchs strike first up 1-0 in the third. Meanwhile, Uncle Charlie, devastating pitch, gets a strikeout. Throw to first because the catcher dropped it. And that's your typical strikeout. And then ending up on second base. And look how he outruns the umpire, number 14, Michael Mazik. Pretty much magic on the base pass. Strikes out, ends up on second, later ends up on third. Then a wild pitch, and he scores a run. That is how you get it done. Well, not really, but hey, runs at a premium, take them any way you can get them. 1-1, no, not 7-1, in the fourth. So tied at 1. This big dog will hunt as well. Oh my, that is hit deep to left center. Still in the park, and look at him truck around second. He's heading to third, and he's gonna lumber into third base. I think he destroyed the plate. It's a triple for number 17, a big man. hits that one a ton. Baseball player, also a football player, you can tell. Later they'll drive him home for his efforts. RBI, base hit. Meadowbrook with a 2-1 lead. Be more where that came from. Runners at first and third. The throw to first to check the runner. The ball gets away. Runner comes across to score. Henrico committed just too many errors on this particular night, and it cost him. That is a little drubber to third. That'll get the job done. Another run comes across the score. Meadowbrook with a 3-run lead in the fifth, 4-1. Later in the game, seventh, same score. Ground ball to third. The throw to first is airmailed a bit. So Meadowbrook going to have a runner at second base. Umpire got a workout all day long and night long on the base paths. And the Monarchs going to take care of business. They did well with runners in scoring position. Of course, this is kind of an odd way to score a run. The ball is dropped right around the mound. Runner comes across the score. Meadowbrook, they win it on the night. Final score, Monarchs 5, Henrico 1. Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see you next time on Sportswire.